it's hard to tell when this will happen or what the peak will be. We consulted experts from our universities on this matter, and there are a range of different views. Some think that the wave can peak at about 5,000 new daily cases or slightly above that. Some think that it will go much higher to around 10,000 daily cases. So there is a range of uncertainty. No model can predict with absolute certainty what the epi curve will look like in the next few weeks. But it just simply means that we have to be prepared for these range of possible outcomes. Of course, when we see such a surge of cases during these few days, several thousand a day, I know it can be quite worrying, and you have two sorts of very sharp reactions from different people. One group says, look, it's so high, let's quickly lock down and bring cases down. Another group says, well, this is completely to be expected. After all, we talked about living with COVID, so move forward. And let me just respond briefly to these two groups. The reaction to the first group that wants to tighten further is, look, we have gone beyond that point. We have already said, because of our high vaccination rate, we are no longer focusing solely on headline numbers. Our focus is on the people who are seriously ill and to make sure that our healthcare system is able to take care of them. That remains our focus. So let's not get too carried away by the headline numbers or too anxious or fearful about those numbers. Our response to the second group who wants to continue opening up is this. Please be patient. Our overall strategy to reopening has not changed. But this is the first time we are experiencing such a big wave, and it is causing tremendous stresses on our healthcare system and our healthcare workers. Procedures, protocols have to be changed and adjusted. New capacity has to be added into the system. All this takes a little bit of time, and that's why we are putting in place these measures in the stabilization phase so that we can get all these things ready. So as we get through this process of experiencing these waves, I think we have to remember something, that is, for the vast majority of people who catch the virus in Singapore, because of our high vaccination rates, 98%, the vast majority of them will have zero or mild symptoms. And we can all recover from home for the 98% of cases. There is nothing to be fearful about. In fact, there's nothing to be embarrassed about if you catch COVID, because sooner or later, many of us will end up catching the virus. But we will have zero or mild symptoms, recover from home after a few days. We will be able to get back on our feet and go back to work.
I think the spirit behind this is that there are also many Singaporeans and individuals who wrote to us and say, can you give us some indication? Where are the cases? Where are the locations? So that we can regulate our own activities and our own movements. And which we think it is actually quite a civic-minded thing to do. And we think a map like that, which actually many European cities do publish as well, I think it can help individuals taking their own initiative to regulate their movements, and the map will change over time. But let's give this initiative a try, and we'll take feedback, and we need to adjust the practice, we will do so. 现在疫苗接种82%、83%了，开始开放了。开放过后，一些没有接种疫苗的年长者也是不幸得到严重的疾病，甚至身亡。所以，但是我们迟早要开放。开放过后，但是还是要继续保护我们的年长者。所以我们现在劝告年长者，在这个时候少一点出去。像黄循财部长所说的，这是暂时的， 要几个月呢？我们不知道。要几个星期、几个月？要多久？我们不知道。但我们知道，现在出外社交的时机还不成熟，大家约束一点。我们经历了20个月，一直不断的保护年长者，大家耐心一下。这个风波过后会重见天日，大家又可以跑出来，一起参加社交活动。